is April 2nd, Sunday, and we are in BBIS class. In the previous class, we were studying Plato and his dialogue, The Elegity of Decay, and we read about the question of truth or reality, whether we can know truth or reality, and what truth and reality means. And we read that for Plato, reality is ideal, universal, eternal. Reality is abstract. Reality is perfect. And reality is not material. Reality is not sensory for Plato. Plato said that we can know this ideal reality not with the help of senses only, but also with the help of reasoning and intellect and wisdom. To know reality, it is not enough to have sensory perception. We need to couple sensory perception with reasoning and wisdom and intellect. Then only we can arrive at higher knowledge of the ultimate reality or ultimate truth. And he said that it is philosophy. It is philosophy that helps you to know this kind of truth, not science. Because the material sciences, the natural sciences, they are limited to the material world. But philosophy goes beyond material world. Natural sciences deal with physics or physical reality, let's say. Natural sciences deal with physical reality, whereas philosophy deals with metaphysical reality. Natural sciences deal with sensory reality. Natural sciences deal with empirical reality, reality that is known through sensory perception. Whereas metaphysics is all about suprasensory reality. Metaphysics is all about spiritual reality or ideal reality. And it is philosophy that helps you understand such a higher level of reality. And then he said that once you believe that what you see with your senses is not real, once you believe that this material world is not real, what will happen? Many things will happen. And the most important thing is that you will no more have desire for material things. Now, once you do not have desire for material things, you will not exploit nature. You will not exploit other people. You will not try to be rich, because you will say that money doesn't make you rich. A philosopher believes that money does not make one rich. What makes one rich? True knowledge of reality makes one rich. Once you believe that money does not make you rich, once you believe that gold, silver, jewelry, diamond, possessions, car, houses, property, buildings, land, they do not make you rich. What really makes you rich is understanding of the ultimate truth. Then you will not be greedy for such possessions. Once you are not greedy for such possessions, you will not be corrupt. If you are a prime minister, you will not misuse your power and authority to make money. You read in Nepali media how our presidents take money from the government every 6 months. This lakh, as they say. You read in media how Nepali ministers are corrupt and they misuse office and power, and how they work for their relatives, and how they loot the resources of the nation. Why this is happening? Because our ministers, our politicians believe that these material possessions are the true things. But Plato says that if our politicians become like philosophers and we start believing that material possessions are not real truth, then they will not misuse their power, they will not misuse their authority, they won't be corrupt, they won't take bribery, they won't give money to anybody, they won't manipulate power. And if they don't manipulate power, if they are not corrupt, if they don't misuse authority, they will be good, they will be just. And if they are good and just, they will rule in a good way and just way. If they rule in a just way, the society will be just. And such a society, which is ruled by politicians who are good in themselves, and who believe in justice, such a society will have justice and goodness, and such a society will be a perfect society. That is how we can attain a better society and have a better life. This is the ideal view of society by Plato. So Plato has idealist view. What view? Idealist view. So Plato has, I said, okay, let me write what is truth, reality, question. Now we have two people answering our question. We have Plato. We ask Plato the same question. And Plato says, truth is ideal. Truth is eternal. Truth is universal. Truth is ultimate. Truth is essential. Truth is unchanging. Truth is consciousness. In a sense, Plato would give us this answer. Now, if you ask the same question to Karl Marx, so Plato is an idealist. Plato is an idealist. As opposed to Plato, Karl Marx is a material. Let me check if my camera is focusing correctly throughout the, let me fix it. Okay. So, for Karl Marx, truth or reality is momentary. It is local. It is particular. It is not. It is not essence. It is changing. It is matter. So do you see, both Plato and Karl Marx are philosophers, but they have two opposing stands on the same question. What is truth? What is reality? For Plato, reality is materialistic. Sorry, I made a mistake. Reality is idealistic. For Karl Marx, reality is materialistic. While discussing Plato, if you remember, I had used the term, let me write here. I used the word thesis, antithesis. I had used the word thesis and antithesis, if you remember. The very word anti, this word anti, anti means opposed to. Anti means opposed to, right? For example, when you have a battery cell, you have the plus pole, right? And you have the minus pole, right? In a battery. They never come together. They have two ends, right, of battery. But when you put them together, energy is produced. You see, when you put the plus and minus together using wire, copper wire, energy is produced and the battery moves something. For example, I have this mouse. Where did I keep my mouse? So I have this mouse, and look, this mouse is working. You can see the light. Why is it working? We have a battery here. Battery here. And you can see this is the plus pole. Plus pole. This is the minus pole. And if I put it wrong side, this opposite plus in minus, minus in plus, now it doesn't work. Look, it doesn't work. Now if I put it correctly, the plus pole for plus, minus for minus, start working. You can see. When you join plus minus, it works. So this joining of the plus and minus, this joining is known as synthesis. When the thesis and the antithesis, they come together, there is synthesis. There is. So the process of bringing thesis and antithesis together is known as synthesis. What is it called? Synthesis. What do you call the process which brings them together? Synthesis. Synthesis. Look at my hands. I have synthesized now. They are together. They are together. Opposite? Right. Left. They are opposite. Right, left are opposite. But when you bring together, this is synthesis, right? Now, when you bring them together, what happens? A new thesis is born. A new thesis is born. And keep in mind, the moment you have new thesis, you again have antithesis. You cannot have a thesis without an antithesis. And you cannot have an antithesis without having a thesis. See, thesis is right in the word antithesis. 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 The word thesis is already present in the word antithesis. You cannot have one without the other. You cannot have one without the other. We call this dualism. What do we call it? Dualism. Dvandavad in Nepali. Have you heard of Dvandavad? Dualism is two terms which come together but which are opposed to one another. Day. Okay, I will say the word and you tell me the opposite. Day. Night. You just tell the opposite, okay? Day. Night. Here. Up. Down. Good. Bad. Boy. Girl. Man. Die. Born. Sickness. Health. Have you seen? Every term has its binary pair. What pair? Binary means, bi means two. Bi means two. And binary means two terms. Which come together. But are, look at these two girls. They are not binary. And look at these two people. They are binary. They are not binary. Okay? Girl and girl can't be binary. Girl and boy, binary. They are together, but they are opposed. They are opposed. If he does something, she might not like it. And she might oppose. Right? A girl has many things which she will oppose to from a boy. Do you agree? A boy has something. But we all know that girls and boys come together. Either they fall in love, or they have marriage, or their friendship, they come together. Binaries are opposed, but they have a point of meeting. Binaries are opposed, but they have a meeting point. They have a meeting point. For example, day and night are opposed, right? Day and night are opposed. The dawn is meeting point. D-A-W, dawn. 5 o'clock in the morning. Dawn is where night is going away and day is coming in. And at that point dawn, around 5 o'clock in the morning, if you start and look out a window, you will see it's also night, it's also day. This is a junction of day and so dawn is a synthesis of day and night. Because dawn has the quality of day and night. In the same way, evening. Evening is the point which is going to be night and end of day. So Godhuli Nepali, Godhuli Sansa. Godhuli or evening is a juncture that has the feature of day as well as night. Is that concept clear? Now there is something called dialectic materialism. What is the word I wrote there?
Dialectic materialism.
Once again say it. Dialectic materialism. Plato believed in idealism. Plato believed in idealism. Karl Marx believes in materialism. And dialectic is in both Plato and as well as Karl Marx. Dialectic means two. Dialectic means two. Opposed to one another. Dialectic means two things standing against one another. Is that clear? What does dialectic mean? Two things standing together but opposed to one another. Like question versus answer. They come together. But they are opposite. Teacher versus they are in the same classroom. But they are opposed to one another. Day versus night. Now, what is dialectic materialism? According to dialectic materialism, our society moves ahead, progresses, develops out of conflict. I repeat, according to dialectic materialism, we can say that our society develops as a result of conflict. How does it go? How does it go? Out of conflict. Let me explain that. Can I erase it? Let me explain you how society develops out of dialectic materialism. So when I say dialectic, I mean two thesis and antithesis, right? If you write dialectic idealism, if you write dialectic what? Idealism, and go with Plato, so then you will write here ideal versus material, and Plato would privilege ideal over the material. Now, if you write dialectic materialism, and come to Karl Marx. So Karl Marx also has a thesis and he has antithesis, right? But for Karl Marx, the thesis is also material and the antithesis is also material. For him, nothing is ideal. Now, for example, Earlier I said that our society develops out of conflict. Someone read me the first sentence of the Communist Manifesto. I will write on the whiteboard. Let me first erase here. I'll write very slowly. Okay, read it. First sentence. Read the first sentence. Huh? Yes, the history. Yes. Wait. The history of all hitherto. The history of all hitherto.
Existing society.
Okay. Existing society is the history of class struggle. Okay. This is the sentence with which the treaty opens, right? Okay. Okay. This sentence is the first sentence in the treatise, right? In the section we have. What is the title of the section? What is the title of the section? Not given. Not given in the book. But in the original, if you see the original version, the title is BOURGEOIS and PROLETARIATE or IAL, proletariat. Proletariat. Wait. We have been all the way saying thesis, antithesis, thesis, antithesis, right? What is a thesis? A thesis is an idea. A thesis is an idea. A thesis is a statement. A thesis is a statement that says something about something. What is a thesis? A statement that says something about something. In a sense, this sentence is, what is it? What is it? Hello? What is it? Thesis statement. What is this sentence? Thesis statement. Now, a thesis statement has two things. How many? Two. One is, it has a topic. A thesis statement has a topic. And it has a controlling idea. It has a controlling idea. A thesis statement has how many things? How many? ये बोलो ना हो कोई निजाइरहेछ कोही अल्छिरहेछ कोही सुतिरहेछ कोही उठिरहेछ अनि जागर चलाउन म पनि त ब्रेकमा चाहिँ एक कप चिया मात्र खाएर आएको नि खाजै खाछु बिहान यति मकै खाएको 5 गिलास पानी खाएको एक थर्मस चाहिँ कागज चिया खाएको फुल एनर्जी सब पढाइरहेछु तिम्रो चाहिँ खाजा खाएर आयो मलाई थाहा छ अब यहाँ सुत्छौ तिम्रो त्यही भएर के हुनु पर्थ्यो मैले कलेज खोला भए मैले ब्रेक पछि 1 घण्टा सर्ट न्याप पिरियड राख्थेँ कि 1 घण्टा सुत्न पाउने विद्यार्थीले आरामले सुत्न पाइन्छ किन खासै लाग्छ नि त हो कि हैन लाग्छ राइट अर्को कुरा के छ हाम्रो खाजा भएन ओइली होला फ्याट बढी होला कार्बोहाइड्रेट होला त्यो खाएपछि हामीलाई आलस लाग्छ नि खाजा क्वालिटी राम्रो भएन कि हामी जे खाइरहेछौँ अनहाइजेनिक खाइरहेछौँ कि आम नट स्योर है आम नट ब्लेमिङ एनीबडी तर म तिमीलाई हेरिरहेको छु कि कस्तो त्यो कुरो अल्छी छ अनि मलाई कस्तो जाँगर चलिरहेछ अनि थेसिस एन्टिथेसिस थेसिस एन्टिथेसिस पढ्ने निदाउने thesis पढ्ने एडिथिस निदान हुने thesis active हुने एडिथिस अल्छी लाग्छ सुत्ने thesis okay funny things leave. So I was saying a thesis is a statement or sentence, right? Now here what is the topic is